Hi friends, I am Dr. B.V. Rao of Usha Clinic and founder of the websites qmedicaldoubts.blogspot.in and drraghavamedicaldoubts.in. Through these videos, I am providing the basic knowledge about the commonly occurring diseases, treatments and surgery details when necessary. Further medical knowledge to general people and for reference to medicals. Today I am going to discuss about the disorders of menstruation, maybe precautious menstruation, amenorrhea, cryptomenorrhea, menorrhagia, and metrorrhagia. Menstruation is a common process starts in the life of a woman, starts at the age of around 12 years, called menarche, till the end of the childbearing age, that is starting of menopause. Menarche, menopause, and 28-day cycle may vary from woman to woman to some extent. If it is variable to more extent, it is pathological and of many types like menorrhagia and metrorrhagia, etc. Precautious menstruation. It is the menarche before the age of 10 years. In addition to the development of secondary sex characters without the history of external causes like injuries, scratches, or foreign body. Precocious puberty may be without any cause. It is suggested as the pituitary ovaries and the adrenals are prematurely adolescent. Diagnosis and treatment. These precocious menstruation patients are to be grouped first. First among is genuine precocious menstruation. These girls will have cyclical uterine bleeding, well-marked secondary sexual characters, as pubic and axillary hair, breast development, mature endometrium with secretory changes seen when purulated. No treatment is necessary for these patients. Non-cyclical bleeding. It suggests estrogen ovarian tumor with some enlargement of breast, with no other secondary sexual characters. The pathology is excluded by pelvic examination under general anesthesia. Curettage may show cystic glandular hyperplasia. Occasional vaginal bleeding. Here no general or endocrine disturbances can be found and the secondary sexual characters are absent. Probable cause may be the foreign body and excluded by examination under general anesthesia and accident. Neurological disturbances suggestive of pituitary hypothalamic disturbance associated with premature puberty. These patients present a primary neurological problem and should be referred to neurologists. Heterosexual precocity. Heterosexual precocity is androgenic in origin and suggests adrenal cortical hyperplasia or adrenogenital syndrome. These patients show virilizing signs and do not bleed from uterus. Amenorrhea. Amenorrhea is a frequent symptom and complaint by women. The cause may be easy to detect, but if obscure, a complete investigation is required of hormones which are not always available. Classification of amenorrhea. It is usually divided into physiological and pathological. Pathological amenorrhea is again divided into primary amenorrhea. The patient has never menstruated, like before menarche. Secondary amenorrhea. It is the amenorrhea which develops after the patient had normal menstrual function. In clinical practice, many patients suffer from delayed onset of puberty, and it is perhaps for this reason that much attention has been paid for the group of referred to as primary amenorrhea. Modern system of classification. Physiological amenorrhea, prepubertal amenorrhea. Next is pregnancy amenorrhea. During pregnancy, the woman won't menstruate. Lactating amenorrhea and postmenopausal amenorrhea. Pathological amenorrhea, congenital obstructive defects in the lower genital tract like non-canalization of the cervix, vagina and the imperforate hymen leading to cryptomenorrhea. It is actually not a primary amenorrhea as the patient is menstruating without discharge. Congenital absence of gross hypoplasia of uterus. Congenital aplasia of ovaries as in Turner's syndrome. Intersexual sexualism as pseudohermaphroditism. Hypothyroid cretinism. Pathological secondary amenorrhea. First among them is acquired obstruction in the lower genital tract, operative injury, chemical burns causing cervical or vaginal stenosis. Hysterectomy. After hysterectomy, the patient usually won't menstruate. Destruction of both ovaries by disease, radiation, or removal by surgery. Primary ovarian failure, hypohormonal hyperamenorrhea. Hyperhormonal amenorrhea, the early phase of metropathia and sometimes due to therapeutic use of hormones. Steen-Leventhal syndrome, hypertrichosis ovariae. Masculinizing tumors of the ovary, adenoblastoma, Hilus cell tumors, masculinizing luteoma and adrenal-like tumors. Diseases and disorders affecting the pituitary. Psychogenic from the higher centers via the thalamus and hypothalamus, anorexia nervosa and pituitary shock. Basophil adenoma like Cushing's adenoma. Acidophilic tumors producing gigantism and acromegaly. Pituitary failure due to chromophobe adenoma, cysts, Simon's disease and postpartum pituitary necrosis. Sheehan syndrome. FSH suppression, follicle stimulating hormone suppression by persistence of luteotropic hormone, Chiari-Fornell syndrome. Adrenal cortical hyperplasia, adrenogenital syndrome, adrenal cortical tumors and adrenal failure like Addison's disease. Thyroid, hyperthyroid states and the late hypothyroidism. Diabetes mellitus, general disease in debilitating condition. Nutritional deficiency, chromosomal anomalies. Physiological amenorrhea. As usual, cause of physiological amenorrhea is common and there occurs the variation in case of doubt. It may be investigated and treated. Pathological amenorrhea. As the pathological cause of primary and secondary amenorrhea overlap, following classification exactly and subsequent remarks are intended as an expansion and explanation of some causes of amenorrhea. That's all about the amenorrhea and precautious amenorrhea. Precautious menstruation. In the next video, I'll discuss about some other disease. Thank you.